Pepper says, are you ready to start spring cleaning in your kitchen? I know I am. In this episode, we're going to be spring cleaning in this kitchen. And this video is also in collaboration with the Mega Motivational series. So please, when you're done watching this video, hop on over to the playlist in the link in the description box below. We're also going to be focusing on deep cleaning more than decluttering. I usually always focus on decluttering. Now, of course, we're going to be throwing some things out in the meantime as we clean up, but I feel happy that this is really a focused, deep cleaning, clean with me episode instead of the normal declutter and open up some spaces. Okay, so before we dive in, I have to be very truthful about something, and that is I have never used a checklist to deep clean, spring clean ever in my life. I know that's crazy and almost embarrassing to say, but I really haven't. My house has always been hoarded and there's always been piles and piles of stuff, and sure, I spot clean when we can, but I never focused on a full-fledged deep clean, spring cleaning like in one day or anything. So I looked up a lot of different spring cleaning checklists. There was a lot of information, almost too much information, where my ADHD was a little overwhelmed because I'm like, too much stuff to process. So I made my own spring cleaning list focused in the kitchen. That way I can be successful in today's cleaning. So the first thing I'm going to do is clean the dishes and shine the sink. I got that from Fly Lady. That's where I adapted that habit. So while I'm in the kitchen, that is the first thing that I start. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Now that the dishes are clean, I'm going to remove the drying rack and this nasty food trap so that I can really scrub in here. And I know it's really funky and dunky, and I'm sorry, but I had to show you how bad it was. Now, my favorite thing is the Barkeeper's Friend Cleanser. It was actually all of my YouTube family who suggested to use this to me about a year or two ago. And I have to admit, it is definitely my favorite for cleaning out this nasty sink. And now the sink is shining. Now the trap, this was as best as I could get it, so maybe we'll get a new one. And this sponge. I probably got this sponge before Christmas and it's really past its glory. Now I normally keep sponges longer because I'll put peroxide in them to kind of disinfect it, but that sponge is well past her due date. And these ones, they are my favorite one to use. Next, we're going to be moving over to the countertops and the toaster oven. And there is a lot of very random things on this countertop, but there's also a lot of medicine because we're all just kind of getting over the flu. So it just needs to be put back where it belongs. And now this counter looks so much better. And if you notice there was a little blue bear, yes, this is his home because Brandon, when he was 3 years old, put him there and he's been there ever since. And this yellow rag, well, she's nasty. We need to wash her. And now it's time to bring back this toaster oven. Now, my mom had given this to us for Christmas in 2020. And now that I think about it, I don't know if I ever deep cleaned it, and I know that's a sin to say, but guess what? We're doing it now. We're fixing these old habits because trust me, I have never deep cleaned in my past before. And I'm so happy this has a tray on the bottom. I didn't even know that. So leave it to my mom to be able to buy me a great toaster oven that has this slide out tray that's easy for me to clean because my mom, well, she is Mrs. Clean. And now this section is looking really, really good. I'm feeling confident. I have that cleaning momentum going. So let's go over to this countertop area. And of course, the first thing I have to do is clear everything off of this space. Now, underneath the knives, I don't know what the heck is going on under here. It's nasty, it's dirty, no worries. We're going to be cleaning that right up. And I'm using Mrs. Meyer's multi-service cleaner. A lot of my friends had suggested that, but I really would love to know in the comment section below, what is everyone's favorite multi-purpose cleaner? Next, we're going to move to this stovetop. And I know, oh my God, probably a decade ago, hubby had put the tin foil on these little burner pans because that's what his mom used to do. And honestly, we got this stovetop probably in like 2010, 11. It was before Tyler was born. And I don't think I've ever deep cleaned it. I mean, you can tell because like this tin foil is like so caked onto this dish, but that's okay. We're going to take all of the burners out, all of the dish trays out, so that way I can give it a good cleaning. So now we pulled all of it out and I laid it out exactly how it is on the countertop. And my friend told me that this worked for hers. She used baking soda and dish soap. And what she did was she put them together and kind of mixed this paste. Now, I'm a recovering hoarder. I've never cleaned these things. I'm kind of hoping that like this works because she actually does do deep cleaning twice a year as a seasonal thing. So hey, let's give it a try. We're going to make the paste and we're going to let it sit here for 30 minutes. That's what she said. And during that 30 minutes, we're going to be giving the stovetop a really good deep clean. And I just wanted to give everyone a very friendly reminder that it's very important to start where you are. Some of us are professional cleaners and we got this down packed. Some of us, like myself, are recovering in hoarding disorder. And I just don't want you to put too much pressure on yourself to have this one full big spring clean. Start where you are. If that's just the stovetop, then that's perfect. You start where you are so that you gain the momentum and strengthen your cleaning and decluttering muscles. So it hasn't quite been 30 minutes yet. So what we'll do is we'll move over to the microwave area. We'll take everything off and move the microwave over to the side. That way we can really give the underneath counter a really, really good scrubbing. And luckily the inside of our microwave isn't as bad because I actually keep up with that. And my favorite hack for that is to take the Pyrex measuring glass cup, take distilled vinegar, put at least like a cup of water in there, a little bit of the vinegar, and you're going to put it into the microwave for 5 minutes. That way it steams all the insides and you let that stand for at least 3 minutes before you open that back up. In the meantime, let's see if this actually works. So I'm going to take my scrubber and I'm going to do some pretty hot water and clean it off. And for this first one, it really is coming off. Now I am putting a lot of elbow grease into this, but I must say I'm very amazed that it came out pretty good except for these little corners. But hey, from what it looks like, it looks so much better. But unfortunately, the other one didn't pair as good, and I realized that the one that came off easily is the one that had the aluminum foil on it. So this one looks good. These ones, not so much. I don't know if it's because I scraped off the silver plating, but that's how it came out. Moving on to the microwave, I ever so carefully take out the Pyrex bowl and the plate and the little turntable, and I love that it wipes completely clean. Now there's no scrubbing for this. When you steam the microwave, it comes out sparkling clean so easily. Next is the oven, and yeah, we haven't cleaned this out in probably a decade too. I know it's really scary and bad, but hey, I'm actually going to let camera shy hubby clean this out, and while he does that, I'll be doing the rest of the things on our list. And as we're cleaning, I'd love to hear from everyone your favorite spring cleaning tips and hacks and tricks. And maybe there's someone's checklist that you really love to follow. I would love to read that in the comment section below so that everyone can share ideas and motivation. And I must say, hubby did a fantastic job cleaning the inside of this oven door. Now, he only did the oven door because this took him a very long time. He'll finish the inside tomorrow, the next day. But he had to use this cleaner and a power tool to get it clean. So I am going to give the man credit. Now I ever so happily get to show you my newly spring cleaned kitchen, and it's just really awesome to get to this point because I went from a level 4 hoarder back in 2008 to now we're about a level 1 too, and that I can actually do this in a day. This is a great feeling. Now, I do have to show you the stove really quick because I was going to see if hubby could try and clean them, and he couldn't with the power tool. So he bought us new ones and we're starting fresh. And you know what? That's okay. It's like a little bonus to us, but we'll make sure to keep it clean every 6 months. I feel like now, since we've come so far, that I actually can keep up with cleaning it every 6 months. And of course, hubby will be finishing that oven later today. And Pepper is very happy that her little kitty corner is nice and freshly clean too. And I really hoped that this video motivated you to clean and deep clean something in your house today too.